Um, Hopefully, some people come watch this. I'm just kind of sitting in my car. You know, last week I did a live, talked about Patrick Kane and where he was going to end up. You know, looked like him and his agent was asking for a lot of money. And, it looked like they're looking for that 5 million mark, but in the end, it was 2.5 they accepted. And Patrick Kane really showed me his character. There was one missing, I guess I would say there was one missing piece of information I forgot to think of when I was evaluating who Patrick Kane was going to join. Alex Brinkett. I mean, he played on Alex Brinkett's line with the Chicago Blackhawks, had some years of success there. He talked about just getting back to rolling with the line with Alex on it once again and picking up where they left off. I all the teams that Patrick Kane could have joined, could have became part of, made a push for the Stanley Cup or whatever his reasoning was. I had my reasoning, but to not remember to Brinkett, I apologize. So in the end, he was really impressed. Patrick Kane was really impressed with the front office of the Detroit Red Wings. Of course, Steve Yzerman leading the way. Steve Yzerman's vision of where he wants this team to go had a lot to do with why Patrick Kane chose to come to Detroit. I thought maybe he could be looking to win a Stanley Cup right away with a team like the Florida Panthers, who are all set right now and we're already right on the brink of the Stanley Cup last year. He could have went to Toronto. He could have went to his hometown, Buffalo. I mean, he could have went back to the New York Rangers. But in the end, Patrick explained to everybody that he was all about going to a place that was a real hockey town. And of course, Detroit Red Wings, we call that place Hockey Town. There's a lot of places in America and Canada that are hockey towns, but Detroit calls itself Hockey Town, USA. So I'm very happy with his choice. I was way off. I apologize. Well, I was just giving what my expectation was, and Patrick Kane showed me how amazing of a person he is to see a vision versus just jumping on board with a team that might win the Stanley Cup really soon. Now, don't get me wrong, the Red Wings are putting a lot of wins together. They're second right now. They're second in their division. Second in the East. I mean, can you believe that? Well, they are. They're well into a playoff spot right now. They have some questionable goaltending going on. They're scoring a lot of goals. That's the one thing they have going for them right now. They're scoring a lot of goals. And it just seems like they always score one more goal than the opposing team they're playing. But they're allowing teams to come back. Teams are coming back left and right from not even just 2 goals down, but 3 goals down. Last night's game, the Sabres came back, and in the end, the Red Wings put it away, but they came back to tie the game from 3 goals down, and the Red Wings escaped Buffalo with a 1-goal victory and got the 2 points on the night. So, talking about Patrick Kane joining the Red Wings, of course, he'll be on the line with DeBrincat and company. He's going to be making his debut. Rumor has it he could be making his debut tomorrow night, being Thursday night, at home versus the San Jose Sharks. And I think it's a good spot to start. It's a good place, to begin on home ice. He did say he's trying to get up the game speed in some practices before he plays a game. When he signed, he said it'd be a week to a week and a half before he played a game, and that's about what we're on track for right now. But I'm not going to say he's making his debut till he comes on the ice, because you have to look at the game time decision right before the game, and then you have to watch the game to see if he actually comes out to take the skate and ends up starting in the game. I do think he's going to make an immediate impact. The Red Wings are stacked with goal scorers. It's not like they need him because they can't score goals, but I think with his experience and all the years of being a Stanley Cup champion, I think he brings something to the table that Steve Yzerman was really looking for, and that is, you know, that leadership. And everybody knows, arguably, the greatest American-born hockey player of all time. I mean, just look at his accolades. Patrick Kane has had an amazing career, and it could only get better. You know, will he help Detroit Red Wings come to a place where they go home with a Stanley Cup, where they take a Stanley Cup home, or however you want to say it? Will there be a Stanley Cup parade in Detroit? Well, that remains to be seen. The Red Wings got a long way to go, but they're heading in that direction, and Steve Yzerman has them going in the right direction. So, once again, I am very excited to do these lives. It's going to be slow going, as getting people to join is not that easy. But you can come watch it after it's over and get some information from me. But yeah, I was way off. I actually thought Patrick Kane would go somewhere else, and he ended up in Hockeytown playing for the Detroit Red Wings. Once again, he's making his debut tomorrow night. Rumor has it, of course, we need to wait till that game takes place to see if it actually happens. But I look for him to make immediate impact on the Red Wings team, that leadership. If he doesn't have the C on his jersey, which he won't because that's Dylan Larkin, they better have an A on his jersey. He better automatically be the assistant captain. I mean, they better put that A on his sweater right away, because he is going to be a big part of where the Red Wings go in the future. And I don't think this is a short-term deal. I think they're going to sign him for a while and keep him around for a while. And he was looking for somebody that wanted to trust in him to come in, you know, at the young age of 34 years old. I believe he's 34, 35. Maybe he's even 36. I'm trying to remember his age. But they're putting trust in him. I do believe he's 35. So, Patrick Kane, welcome to Detroit Red Wings. Once again, I was way off. I got it all wrong. And you came to Hockeytown. Of all those teams I talked about, remember, please subscribe, follow, and share to Razor Sharp Hockey, the YouTube channel. I'll keep doing highlights up of the Clemson games and things I find to do highlight reels of. I don't start calling hockey until January 13th. Clemson's got 2 games on the weekend at home in Greer, South Carolina. And we'd love to have you out. I believe, who's coming to town to play us? I believe it's Vanderbilt. I believe Vanderbilt's coming to see us right away. That ought to be a lot of fun. The season's going great. We have a great record going on. I am loving calling hockey for Clemson. Somebody is in the chat room. Who is that? Let's check it out. See if I can see their name. Huh. I got to learn how to invite people. Who is in my chat room? Okay. All messages are visible. That's what I want. Okay. So please text a message if you're here. This is brand new for me. I'm just starting to go live. Razor Sharp here, the voice of Clemson Tigers hockey. And I'm talking hockey. I'm talking about the Patrick Kane edition to Detroit Red Wings. I need to check something out here. Put my glasses on so I can read this, because I'm in my late 40s. Welcome to the live chat. Remember to guard your privacy. Okay. But who is in the chat with me? That's what I want to know. So let's go check this out. Some messages such potential spam may not be visible. All messages are visible. Hide all. There we go. Okay, live chat. Gary Schweitzer. Greetings from Traverse City. Hey, Gary, what's up? What's up? I believe, yeah, I believe you have a son that plays hockey, because my son used to play with him, right? I'm going to keep my glasses on. Hey, Gary. Thanks for coming to my live. Um, how you been? I bet you guys got colder weather up there in Traverse City than I have down here in South Carolina. I live in right near Spartanburg, South Carolina, and yesterday it was sunny and 65. Today we were in the mid 50s. Um, yeah, we're on the same team, Gary. Hey, man. I'm absolutely loving calling hockey. Have you been watching me call hockey for Clemson? You been watching the channel? Yeah, I just started going live. I'm already over 1,000 subscribers. Thank you for all the support all of you out there have ever given me. Going over 1,000 subscribers was a big deal, and I'm now all I need is watch hours, and then I can be monetized. And after all these years, I can start getting paid on YouTube, not far away. But Gary, are you aware that I am the voice of the Clemson University Tigers Division II hockey team now? Adam Schweitzer, that's him. Yes. Yep, I remember. 30s today. We have snow on the ground. God bless you. I left northern Michigan to get away from the snow. Well, I appreciate it. I'm just starting to go live. All I was talking about was Patrick Kane and his addition to the Detroit Red Wings. I'm going to talk hockey topics and then, talk to Clemson fans and things like that. But let me tell you what happened. So I was fortunate enough to move to an area in South Carolina, Greenville, South Carolina. The first year couldn't get any kind of connections with the Greenville Swamp Rabbits because I always wanted to be the voice of a hockey team, right? But as I was making calls and trying to get in the door and talk to people, somebody told me that the Clemson Division II hockey team would need a play-by-play voice in the future. So back last year around January, someone gave me a phone number. I called and started talking to the person that was the manager of Clemson at the time, who I believe moved on, is no longer the manager now. But I stayed in touch with him for a little bit, would say hello once in a while. And then after a while, phone numbers would be sent over the summer. I get the new contact number. Well, it took a year and it really didn't seem like anything was going on. I did some, hockey TV broadcasting down in Florida, drove 10 hours, made a lot of money. But I did like 18 games, 18 hockey games, and my voice was gone. And I was just, I came back. I just wanted to be the voice of a team. And so I got into this association, amateur something. Those guys weren't really nice to me. They told me pretty much you have no chance. You're a freelancer. Your resume isn't good. All this junk. And I just believed in myself, and I canceled myself out of that organization because I was paying monthly. All these big wigs that have been around talking big. I'm like, I'm going in through the back door. I'm a hockey dad that's going to be a voice of hockey. So I canceled with him, and I just told my wife and my kids, if I'm ever meant to call hockey, it'll happen. Somebody will call me. So I'm sitting there about September, and I get a call, and I get a text, and I start texting, and make a long story short, Clemson, um, you know, it's a process of building. I knew this was voluntary. They don't have any money yet. Their college is not funding them. Their Division II hockey, but it is high level hockey. It's so much fun. It's so fast. And they play, a good 24, 30 games a year. I don't get to go to all of them. Some of them are 8 hours away, you know, but the bottom line is they chose me to help them out. I put Clemson hockey games on my YouTube channel. I still call it Razor Sharp Hockey. I still use my moniker when I call their games. But we're moving toward trying to get live streams. And Gary, feel free to go watch some of those games. Go watch that game I just called between Clemson Tigers versus University of South Carolina Gamecocks. What a game. And a lot of these kids are coming from up north, so you're getting really good hockey players that move to the south. How cool is that, Gary? If you're still there. Oh, well, thank you. I'm glad you did pick me up on the channel as well. I'd like it to grow. I want to get a lot of people in here talking. Yeah, it's a step forward in my career. Um, yeah, not making the money yet, but working 5 days a week to provide for my family Monday through Friday, and then on weekends I do hockey games. So it's pretty exciting stuff. So if you're still here, I know you're probably pretty busy and stuff. Very, very, I want to say thank you for joining the channel and being my first live person I'm talking to on here. Um, I'm also going to set something up probably on, what do you call it? On Cash App. I'll probably get something where people can actually donate toward, if they want to give me support to support my channel and everything I do. Well, thank you, thank you, thank you. I know I'm a little late. Didn't go to college. I was a voice that. I mean, it all started with the kids, but it just something I meant to do. I'm pretty crazy. I'm pretty crazy. I still call games like a nut job. But you won't go to sleep on my games. So this is how it starts. Yeah, thanks, Gary. I'm glad you're here. Hope we can get some more people in here. Maybe we can get some Traverse City moms and dads to get in here, and some Traverse City players. And you know, I appreciate you stopping in. Even if it's just you, it'll be a start. I got somebody alive to talk to, and that's how it starts. Yep, I am building it one step at a time. Yep. Any thoughts on Patrick Kane as I'm talking about him? Were you pretty surprised that the Red Wings picked up Patrick Kane and signed him, or did you feel like they had the inside because they had Steve Yzerman? I actually thought he was going to Florida. You do know that Patrick Kane is a Red Wing now, right? And then give me one more comment. How do I look with my glasses? You like it? Do I just look like a mature old man now? What do you think about the glasses? So I started having to wear glasses just for reading and stuff a few years ago. And here I am. A lot of fun going live. I'm excited to get a lot of people in here someday. I think I'll build it. I love talking hockey. We can talk hockey topics. Just gotta get some people in here, and it'll be fun. Anybody out there that's going to start watching me live, I'm thinking about at some point I'll make a time when I'm going to be live where it happens pretty often. I'm thinking sometime in the evening. Usually that's kind of when I have an opening, because finishing work and kind of in between going home, I'll sit in my car. That's how I'll do it. Yep. Yeah, I know. Everybody misses that. You know, I had to do what I had to do. We packed up and moved. We we needed to get we needed to start over. You know, I'm a pretty honest guy. I had some issues I was dealing with. I had to leave behind. Thanks, Gary. And may your son play hockey better and better each day. All blessings, and have happy holidays, and may he win his games. And I'm very happy for you to be following your son into hockey. As you remember, my son quit at 12 years old, and he was a very promising, gifted player. Still breaks my heart to this day. Yes, Iserman is it's spelled Yserman, if you want to know how to spell it. Now there was a kid from Grand Rapids with that name you spelled. That's how a kid's name was spelled. This really phenomenal player out of the Grand Rapids, out of the Fox Motors. Oh, okay. Okay. I knew you knew how to spell it. That was a joke. I know. I'm sorry. I'm in a parking lot. I'm not really going to sit in my house right now. Everybody's probably trying to go to sleep soon, and this is how I'm starting it. I can get some more light on me, but it's a good start. Hey, thank you very much. We will talk soon. Hopefully, I'll see you in my lives again. And do yourself a favor. Go ahead and tune in to Razor Sharp Hockey and watch some of those Clemson games. They're really entertaining, especially the Clemson versus the Gamecocks, University of South Carolina Gamecocks game. University of South Carolina is almost being pulled into the NCAA. They're so good. And our Clemson team is coming. So, hockey out. All right, Gary. Razor Sharp, hockey out. You remember that. All right. So going back to talking about Patrick Kane. Yeah, we're happy that he's an addition to the Red Wings and he's going to be debuting possibly tomorrow night. We'll see how that goes. You know, depending on when I work, what time I work till, these lives won't be real professional at first because I'm just trying to figure out how to do this. But at least you still get to sit and talk to me and we get to have a good time. All right. Until the next live, I'll pick another topic to talk about. Until that next live on Razor Sharp Hockey YouTube channel, this is Razor Sharp saying, hockey out.